course. We had election on Friday. And it's not that the councillor
This would not be tolerated.
didn't get
If there is not an overseer, we can understand that it's in a temporary.
Well, I'm talking to the minister, and he's given me direction that the overseer is dismissed and the new overseer conduct the election.
Well, I don't know that the overseer. Chairman, are you aware that the overseer is dismissed?
They gotta come the right way.
No, a returning officer, a returning officer was assigned.
Well, you have to bring all your documents right now. If you want to have election, all the documents come. We are not going to take this from now on. We are not going to take this.
Well, if the minister has the direction,
The minister is not the law.
so
The minister is not the law. The minister is not the law. 2802. 2802 is not darn law. So if they dismiss the overseer, would still live. Nothing is wrong, but we would continue our fight. We are going to continue our fight. That would make me more active in the former room.
nobody is stopping nobody to be active. We all are active.
Madam Chair, all I'm saying that they must follow the laws, and you are chairperson, being respectful. We cannot barge into the RDC and do what we want to do.
No, well, I didn't know. I come to observe. That's all I come to do. That's why I verify with the minister.
But the minister, there's no, if the chairman and the overseer calls the election, there's nobody else can say, well, there's no election.
No, but you were saying that the election conducted Friday.
Friday.
Not possible.
How it was not possible?
Was it
Minister gave a date within the 9th to the 16th.
Yeah, and today's the 5th.
And we had it the 11th.
The 11th.
I'm not running it.
The minister can give us the date when we must keep on.
And when it comes to the election in terms of the dismissal of the overseer, we are not aware of that. We are not aware of
So
that.
how the election conducted without the other side? How we ever have election with one side? I never heard of that.
Savitri was informed, she was notified, she signed as receiving her notice.
I will turn my camera on to the front view so that the public, the Guyanese people can understand exactly what is going on here. The original
This is dictatorship. What I did as overseer, I invited all the councillors, the sitting councillors, right? The chair, the vice chair, and the other councillors. And I think that was being very fair.
Have a view of what is happening. There's a picket action going on right now, and we will not be having any election, any new elections, because a legal election was already conducted. And in this country is governed by laws, by rules and by laws.
Even
And
if,
by law, the
even
election
if this
was
part of the
conducted,
church
and
said,
we
even
will
if
not
this
be
matter
having
has to end up in the courts, that's it. We're not going to sit and tolerate nonsense.
Understand what is going on here.
Well, they can do their part out in another country.
No. It didn't work like that, Savita. You cannot come and impose anything at 𝐬𝐞𝐥.
I am here.
It's not working. Where is your instrument?
The chairman has it.
Chairman in Gainti, look, the chairman is right here. It's not the chairman is one hour away.
Listen to me. Election cannot be seconded the election.
What?
On your election, right? That's the information person.
You can ask the chair. You have no authority to question me or even the chair.
Oh my God, sorry. No problem. I'm okay like you. Right?
Not for 𝐬𝐞𝐥.
Not for 𝐬𝐞𝐥, exactly.
They're like,
Not for 𝐬𝐞𝐥.
I'm okay like you.
Not any NDC. Not any NDC. You are not overseeing any NDC.
No, under Nigeria,
They're not come to study and so you the
I'm
overseer there.
NDC.
Oh, at the NDC, not any NDC. Because you would get some serious looks if you come and study and say you the NDC, you the overseer there.
I am directed to both.
ask them to direct you then.
That's the kind of political power you are playing.
That don't work though. Just ask them.
Okay, guys, good
We
morning.
must do so together and fairly. We cannot develop like this.
From the time this NDC started.
Okay, guys, good morning. We're here at 𝐬𝐞𝐥 NDC in the Lower Pomeroon, where we are having a standoff.
And then I'm saying, Mr.
The elections for this NDC was held last Friday, which was the 11th. of this month.
The law
And-
is clear. 2802 is clear that once you fail to turn up at a statutory meeting or any other meeting for 3 consecutive months, even if the seat is not declared vacant, you're officially off.
So we don't understand.
But we know the
how
bully
you
game.
conduct in another election.
But they're not gonna come in 𝐬𝐿 and bully us.
Exactly.
Who bullying? Don't you know PPP won the election at 𝐬𝐿? So what you talking about bully?
Where is PPP councillors?
They are there once they're elected and they're in the at GCON. Nobody can remove them until the other election.
Why are you removing them? The
Jim,
seat
you got
becomes
to
available.
familiarize
because
yourself
you
with the
know-
Familiarize
laws.
yourself with
Familiarize-
Familiarize-
Narad was thing, he can't throw out like that.
No, what I'm saying is that once you fail to attend statutory meeting for more than 3 consecutive times, the law is clear. 2802 section 24 is clear.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you know the law more than me.
Okay. We need to be fair. We need to be just. All of us are Guyanese.
Let's get the chair a copy so that this can be able to correct
Maybe we have 2 different copies of 2802. They working with one and we working
We
with
got the
the other.
dictatorship version and we got the democracy version.
Now we're having a illegal meeting, an illegal election here at 𝐬𝐿. Going and conduct this NDC have an overseer, an appointed overseer. And what happened? The local government authority, the minister, would have passed an order. So we're having a standoff here. This election was done already.
Elections were held last week Friday, and lo and behold, the results of the election
These
were not
councillors on the PPP side failed to turn up the meeting for the entire year. The entire year they failed to turn up the meeting. Now they want to come here to control. From 2018 to now they have not been functioning.
attend any meeting for the last year. And according to the law, once
And to dedicate my energy towards happiness. At this moment,
there's no election.
There is no election.
No election. Election
This will
finished
be
already.
going to court.
Election finished already. Election finished already. Elections finished already. Elections finished already. Elections finished already.
The overseer here that is imposing here does not belong to this.
Election finished already. Election finished already. No new election. 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 No illegal elections. Keep your mask on. No illegal elections. Keep your mask on. You can't do that. Keep your mask on.
no
illegal elections. No illegal elections. No election. No election.
Election was already held. Election was already held.
No illegal elections. No new election. No illegal elections. No illegal elections. That's correct. No illegal election. No illegal election. Election was done already. Election was done already.
We're at 𝐬𝐿 NDC.
Election was done already. No illegal election. Election was done already. You shameless man is going to NDC meeting. Emma, put your mask on. Maybe most of the people that talk, put your mask on, man. No illegal mask on, man. The councillors have not attended a single meeting in the last year, and the law clearly says
The election was already held last Friday, and the sitting PPP councillor would have been served a notice. This is this young lady here with the white mask on. She was served a notice and refused to turn up because the minister would have told her that there would be no election. Now the local government act.
Never see this force.
nothing whatsoever. But they turned up. The overseer is saying that he never see one of them here. They never showed up. Now they're showing up after the elections were held last week. They're now trying to derail the democratic process and have new elections.
There is no election. You cannot declare anything. You cannot declare anything. What are you declaring? What are you declaring? What are you declaring?
They're now attempting to declare
there is rules and laws that govern the NDC. And this is dictatorship to the highest.
This is dictatorship.
Everybody was served.
They're trying to steal this election. They're trying to steal the election. Darren Law called the chairman and instructed that his councillors that did not show up for the last year, we have never seen them in this NDC, period. And he has instructed that they now show up to have an election. And this nomination. This
is dictatorship to the highest. They're trying to steal the election here. And we will not stand for it. The woman that they bring here, this NDC has an overseer who is the clerk of the NDC. They bring another overseer from another area on the coastline to conduct elections here.
Now, they have a sitting overseer here, but they sent someone else to conduct
this is dictatorship. Dictatorship.
He took away the powers. He took away the powers from the minister.
The minister do not have the power to call election.
The NDC.
Disgraceful. This is disgraceful. This is disgraceful.
They have an overseer at the 𝐬𝐞𝐳 NDC, but they sent someone else to conduct a second election. For those who just joined me, the PPP are now trying to steal an elections in 𝐬𝐞𝐳 NDC.
Are trying to steal this election in.
Instructed by no other than Nigel Darlal, that is the growing dictator in the PPP party. The elections were held last week, Friday, on the 11th of December.
This man was elected chairman, but never returned to a meeting. Never returned to a statutory meeting. Never returned to a statutory meeting. This is dictatorship. He never returned. If you check the law, as long as you miss 3 consecutive meetings, the seats will be declared vacant.
They're trying to conduct an illegal election. Elections were held on the 11th. Last week on the 11th.
This is Miss Velma De Silva. She is the chairman for the RDC with direct orders. They came here and conducted an illegal election. Illegal.
Let us look at some of the placards. We will not accept dictatorship from Darren Law and the PPP. No new election. Respect our democracy. And that is what democracy is being derailed here in 𝐬𝐞𝐳 today. Democracy is being derailed here. There was a legal election held. A legal election was held on the 11th.
Legal election was already held. This is dictatorship. Dictatorship. The so-called elected call for a fight.
Hold this phone.
Don't answer.
No, like they're stupid.
Don't answer.
Like they're stupid.
Don't answer.
Yes. It's about the
Never see her. They never see this councillor here. Never. Never. They never turn up here. Now they come in here to swear in.
Of course. This is the example the regional chair showing. This is the example.
Never saw them before.
This is dictatorship. They were never interested.
This is
Maxi!
Of course, it is. Never talk about
This is the sitting chairman, Miss Annalie Watson, Dorothy Watson. And this is the illegal appointed man. Want to fight with Miss Watson.
Get out the fucking place!
Ignorant. You're disrespectful. You're disrespectful, madam. You're disrespectful. You're disrespectful. This is illegal. This is illegal, madam. This is illegal. Study the law. This is illegal. You're from charity. How can you be a counselor here? Get out from here.
In 𝐬𝐞𝐧𝐝𝐬 in the Pomeroon. Now she is living in charity. They have never attended a single meeting. Not a single meeting for the last year.
Nobody don't even know who is this individual. She was.
They're trying to
I come and install her. Who is she? Who is this madam here?
We live in here. We are residents.
The people of 𝐬𝐞𝐧𝐝 know what they want. You cannot bring people from charity and all over to run here.
Elections were held for those who have just died. Elections were held in the Pomeroon. And elections were held on the 11th of
Madam Chairwoman, can I have your take on this, this entire
and so they came here
this entire fiasco that just happened? We know that you're the elected chairwoman at the time. So, did you serve? Were they served? The sitting PPP councillor, were they served?
When we will defeat the PPP.
A notice for the election that was held.
Ms. 𝐬𝐞𝐧𝐝 was served on last Monday, a notice, and she signed that, sir.
So who is these other two individuals that
I don't know them.
turn up here
Mr.
to?
Prasad, he said his seat has been declared vacant for a very long time. He did not attend no statutory meeting or no special meetings for all 2019 year.
Oh.
He did not.
So who is the other individual that I see made a nomination?
She appeared.
So where Ms. Tulsi Das lives?
Ms. Tulsi Das lives at Charity New Housing Scheme.
And this is in the Pomeroon, 𝐬𝐞𝐧𝐝. Okay, so how can we have people living in other area to represent other area? How will they know the needs of the people in the area?
Well, exactly, because Ms. Tulsi Das on board for 2019 and she is only seen here on statutory days. That is our meeting, she would be here. Otherwise than that, she don't go anywhere to visit nowhere.
Okay. So the individual that they bring to conduct the election, I was made to understand that she is the overseer for Evergreen Paradise,
yes,
NDC.
She is the overseer of Evergreen Paradise, not for 𝐬𝐞𝐧𝐝. 𝐬𝐞𝐧𝐝 having an overseer, his name is Mr. Robinson.
Okay, and the overseer becomes the clerk of the NDC,
yes.
Right? So that person, the clerk, is who conducts the election.
Yes, and we had our election last Friday.
Okay, and you were re-elected as chairman.
Yes.
Okay, and this is the vice chair.
Vice chair.
Okay. So I don't know what steps will be taken because we will expect them to come and try to bully. They will come.
We are not going to take no bulliness. We are not going to take no bulliness in 𝐬𝐞𝐧𝐝.
Okay. I'm happy to hear. You have to stand your grounds, my friend. What about you? You represent a vast area, a very strong area. You represent Strong Hope Canal, which have the majority of the population of people. What do you have to say to this?
Well, I have to say this morning that we was being
Bullied.
disrespectful by the PPP. They ice pass us. And what they do this morning was illegal. And we would not accept it. We would not accept it at 𝐬𝐞𝐧𝐝 NDC. We will not, regardless of what. They were there for 1 year and there was nothing.
They did
For the
nothing.
people. Then they try was to keep the APNU councillors off of the board. For we to reach in a meeting with them at that 1 year, I had to bully my way in. Find out from people outside to know when is their meeting and where they're keeping it. And that was them.
In other words, they try to stifle progress.
Yes.
You know, when they were elected, they tried to stifle progress. And then when they realized that, you know what, the fight is now worth it, they down arms. So now they're back into government and they're Their authorities are pushing them to take control of these NDCs. These NDCs are predominant APNU AFC controlled NDCs. There are 3 NDCs in the Pomeroon, my viewers. You have 𝐬𝐞𝐥 𝐃𝐡𝐚 Providence and Maruka Phoenix, right? And we have an MP here. We have an MP present here for the coalition.
Mr. Robinson.
Yes, MP.
This is the sitting overseer and clerk.
All NDCs elections are through the year-end election. Our one was conducted at 𝐬𝐞𝐥 on the 11th of this month. It was done in accordance with the laws of Guyana, chapter 2802, the respective section for that for the conduct of such elections. Notices were served to all sitting councillors, and the required timing for the notices to be served is 72 hours. That we did. All notices were served on Monday, and the conduct of the election was done on Friday. The persons from the PPP did not turn up for such election, and so the election was conducted with the other councillors. The chair, the sitting chair was re-elected, and a new vice chair was elected in the person of Ms. Yolanda Ashby. That's so far that I know that I've conducted the elections lawfully according to chapter 2802.
Yeah, so there you had it, some brief remarks from the overseer for the 𝐬𝐞𝐥 NDC. So, lo and behold, as I said, today the PPP turned up with their regional chair, and the chair seemed not to know what is going on, not to be knowledgeable.
She's ignorant of the law.
She's very ignorant of the laws of the country, and so she had to call no other than the illegal minister and soon to be dictator for this country, 𝐍𝐤𝐠𝐝𝐬, and he has instructed that they conduct fresh elections since the PPP councillors who are not elected. They brought councillors here that did not attend meetings for the last year, and the law is very clear. If you're gonna miss 3 consecutive meetings and you don't have a reasonable excuse, you're in the hospital, you're hospitalized or something like that, then that seat is automatically vacated. So you cannot bring them this morning to come and vote. But that is how the PPP operates, and I'm happy this morning that the entire country can witness it. The persons that were talking about democracy and derailing democracy and stealing elections, we now see who are the persons that are trying to steal an election. The elections were already conducted on December 11th, and they come now, today is the 15th of December, they come to hold new elections because the elections did not, no PPP person was elected as chair or vice chair. They want to basically control the NDC. That is how the PPP operates. David Granger on the 5th of August 2015, just about 2 months after becoming president in 2015, signed away the powers from the minister. But now, Dharam Lal is operating like he is bigger than the law. Bigger than the laws of this country.
He's above the law. This is lawlessness.
But I have one message for him: no one is above the law, and APNU AFC will not tolerate this kind of nonsense.
Yes, we will not. We will stand up.
Push back against them. This country does not belong to the PPP. It does not belong to any political party.
It belongs to the people.
It belongs to the people of this country. And David Granger placed powers in the hands of the people.
Exactly.
The powers are now vested in the chair and the hierarchy in the NDC. It does not reside with the minister, with the local government minister.
Actually, I left my coat on the step. I pushed my
situation
coat on the step.
I don't know if they will call
on a step.
that an election what they just try to have. But I know that we had a legal election on the 11th of December. So if they think that we're going to just roll over and accept this, we're not going to accept this nonsense. We are going to fight this. They cannot come here in the Pomeroon and attempt to bully us. So I want to speak, I want to just have a few words with the tier 1 This is Miss Annalie Watson. She was elected the chair of this NDC on Friday, and now they're trying to derail.
For those who join us late, let me give you an update of what is happening here at 𝐬𝐞𝐧𝐝 in the Lower Pomeroon. The first local government election to be held in this area was in 2018. Okay, yes, the PPP would have won more seats than the APNU, because we went as APNU alone. Now this is what happened. The PPP tried to stifle progress, stymie progress, okay? They were not calling meetings. Meetings were not being held because they had the chairman and vice chairman. No, I lied. They had chairmanship position and we had vice chairman. The chairman and the other councillor, they were not calling meeting. Anyway, the vice chairman stepped up the game and started to push. When she started to push to get things done now, get meetings to call, eventually, now there was a statutory date. For those who know about meetings, statutory dates do not change. Statutory date is statutory date. Now, after they started to hold legal meetings, these PPP councillors, including the chairman, refused to come out. They refused. At the elections in 2019, every year when you hold elections to elect fresh chairman and vice chairman. At the elections in 2019, Miss Annalie Watson, Dorothy Watson, was elected chairman. And one Miss Tulsi Das was elected vice. No other PPP councillor was attending. For a matter of fact, one of them resigned, and the other one who was the chairman, he never attended. And one more never swore in. The other one never swore in. Now they show up here this morning because they're in power, so they now have the idea that, look, this is what can happen. You can be in control of monies and these kind of things. So now they show up with an overseer from another NDC that's on the coastline. They bring an overseer from the coastline to conduct elections here, when this NDC has an overseer. So now we're heading down to the other NDCs because I want to feel they will do the same thing at these NDCs. So I don't know what's taking place there, but we're heading down there, but I wouldn't have signal there. Okay, but whatever comes out of that, I will bring my viewers up to date. Now this is serious. This is dictatorship to the highest, and we will not stand for it. If it have to end up in the courts, so be it.